Hello everybody and welcome back to another day in Stardew Valley. Today is April 25th, 2025, and in just a moment we're about to have something really special once it loads in. I'm ready. Here it is. When Johnny first arrived in Pelican Town, no one knew if he'd fit in with our community. But from this day forward, Johnny's going to be as much of a part of this town as any of us. It is with my great honor on this day, 23 of fall, to unite Johnny and Abigail in the bonds of marriage. Hey, let's pop in. Well, let's get right to it. Kiss. Johnny, you may kiss. Let's go. Let's go! Marriage! We did it! Let's go! Life is going to be different from now on. The future looks bright. Let's go! Now we got Pookie. What's up? The wedding was wonderful, wasn't it, dear? Well, we can't forget about the farm. Time to get to work. Kiss. Kiss. I love the dedicated kiss button. Let's go. We got more. I can give her more rocks now, dude. This is perfect. Check it. Yo, Pookie. Yo, babe. Yo, darling. I have for you a gift. I have for you a gift right here. Please take my gift. Take my gift here for you. Thank you. It's my favorite stone. It's so pretty. Kiss. Yeah. Yo, it's her zone. It's her zone. She's got all her stuff. She's got the SNES over there. We playing games, bro. Let's see. Fortune teller. Spirits are very happy. I'm hearing married straight to Skull Caves. Is that what I'm hearing? I'm hearing get married and then say bye. I'm going to the caves. We'll put this dwarf scroll away. We need to take that to Gunther tomorrow. We can worry about that later. I'm not too worried. Let's go. We did it though. I'll put these ancient seeds away. Grab one of these, throw the coffee in there, throw these bombs. I don't need them. Yeah, let's run it. Actually, let me water my cat first. No, cat's been watered. It's not my mailbox. I don't care if it's not my mailbox. Who do you think you are? Tell me what is and isn't in my mailbox. All right, let's go. Let's see if we have the marriage blessing today. All right. While we go to the mines, let me pull up a question from 1 second. From Monkey Master Chief. Question for Jonny RaZeR. What's your opinion on the new Drake album? I didn't even know there was a new Drake album. I feel my expensive hobbies put stress on my parents. How do I enjoy it while trying to make things easier for them? Let me see you do your dance. That sounds like a reference to something. Don't know what it is. But I can hit the gritty real quick. I said right foot creep. Ooh, walking with that. Ooh. I hope that's enough of a dance for you, dude. I don't know what it is. Recently, I've been popping off in the car. I've been listening to like, I've been listening to. Why can I not think of the song? Appa Stappa, featuring 21 Savage. I've been going. It's that chopper. It's that Appa Stappa. Hit you when your partner fell in love with all this fucking money. You in love with drama. I love me a good song with a catchy hook. I can't deny. Keep a rocket in my pockets. Why they call it Pocket Rocket? If it's war, we ain't playing games. Bitch, we get it started. I'm the man. I be getting turned to that. I have all the 21 Savage ad libs in that song memorized. It's really funny. But I'll be in the car and I'm just like bopping like this. Hand on the wheel. Like imagine the wheel is right here. I'm like in the car in traffic. My goal is that somebody looks over and sees a white boy catching a vibe, and goes, you know what, nature's healing. Nature's healing. This is good. But usually when I pull up next to somebody, it's like an old guy, and they're like, oh, this is gonna perpetuate negative stereotypes about the youth. I don't know what your expensive hobby is. You got a couple options. I mean, I don't know what it is. If it's like Warhammer, then like that sucks, man. R.I.P. But there are always things you can do with any hobby that can kind of like go around financial constraints. Like there's a couple like loopholes for everything. Like let's say your hobby's D&D and it's like, oh, I want to like get all like the D&D books. A lot of them are online as PDFs. You can like you can find a lot of like the player guides and all that without paying for it. If you are into like Warhammer, which Warhammer is something I want to get into when I'm like 30. I want to like, my goal is I want to be ultra successful, retire at 35, and then just get really into Warhammer for like 5 years. That's my life plan. But like something like that, if like it's like expensive getting all the little guys, you can like 3D print them. You have to get a 3D printer or like find somebody who has a 3D printer. But there's a lot of places that do have access to that. That's something. If you're doing like art, a lot of places offer free art supplies. Whoa, what is this? Someone's a level 1 fairy companion that heals you in combat situation. What? What? Bro, I got the power of magic on my side. What? Are you kidding me? I just get healed? I just get healed. This is awesome. Are you kidding me? This is the best. While I'm in combat, I just get healed by this fairy. Dude, life is amazing. Life is amazing. Let me think of other things you can do to make things less, it's hard because I don't know what your hobby is, but like every hobby there's loopholes. Like if your hobby's gaming, get UFO 50, that's $25, and you can play all of those games for like so long. I need to eat something. Let's eat this. Should be chilling. Level 59 at 12. Is it possible we beat our record? We could do it today. I believe. I believe in the dream. Do you guys believe in the dream? Because I believe in the dream. Let's pop that up there. Boom, boom. A crab cake would go crazy if I killed a crab. Get out of here. Big fan of this fairy, dude. This is awesome. But like, if your hobby is like something art related, you can always get art supplies pretty cheap. You can like there's usually like libraries will have like days where you can come in and get art supplies and get like anything that sort of helps out on that. I know a lot of places offer that. You gotta do some digging. And it depends on where you are. It depends on a lot of different variables. But it is possible, is what I'm saying. And whatever you want to do, there is always a way to do it. It might not be easy or convenient, but there's always a way to do it. That's something I've learned over time is you might not like the method, but there always is a method. And you can always get like a part-time job. That's something when I was like 14 or 15, I got a job at a grocery store. It wasn't fun, but like I was able to buy a Switch because I had a grocery store job. I was able to fund games. I was able to get a computer, which I wanted for content. Like by working that job, I was able to do that. It's not to say that, oh, get a job is the solution. But there's a lot of like outside the box sort of things you can do. And you never know what's out there until you look. If it's like music related, the one thing I'll always say, the internet is one of the best resources that we have as a species, just for literally any hobby. Like if you want to learn to cook, there's a million recipes online. If you want to learn to like learn an instrument, all the sheet music is available online. Like without any like piano training, like I know how to play Megalovania on or like the first bit of Megalovania on the piano, just because I was just like, how do I do this? Like my aunt has an electric piano, and I was just like, you know what, let me just like sit down and try this. So like online resources are always super easy. Any hobby you want to get into, there is a million resources available for that. And like I do want to say to this comment, it is really noble that you care about the financial strain on your parents. There's obviously a lot of love there, and that's something special that you should definitely appreciate. Because like I know how it can be sometimes, and you want to do your best so you can make things easier for everyone, but it's not always easy. So just hang in there, keep her pushing, try your best to find ways to do stuff yourself, if possible. Go outside the standard means. I know for me, like, I wanted to build my own computer, and building computers not cheap at all. But I wanted to build a computer because I was like, if I have a computer, I can start making content. I can start like editing. I can start gaming way cheaper. So I went on PC Part Picker. Great resource. And I like built online a model for the PC that I wanted. Found all the like cheapest price to performance parts. Did a lot of research and got basically like the best. For like $800, I got what would otherwise be like a $1,200 computer. So I did a pretty good job. And it's something that if you want to do that, you just gotta do some research. Just keep it running, keep it pushing, and eventually you'll get there. Try to find any way that you can help out. And even if, like, if the monetary thing is the issue, and that's something you can't really change, like, if you want your parents to not have to strain as much, like, help them out in other ways. Be like, hey, like, I'll do the dishes even though I'm not being asked to. I will do XYZ, just as, like, a show of gratitude. Because that's one thing, I found that a lot of people appreciate a lot is just doing stuff without being asked, for the sake of it, like, just because you care. That's something that's, like, truly, if you do stuff just because you feel like it's the right thing to do, people really notice that, and people, try their best, because, like, if money's tight, you can always find a way. One thing I've realized, I have so much anxiety about everything, and things get better, things get worse, but over time, like, any fear you have of, like, oh, I don't know if this is gonna work out, I don't know if, something good's gonna happen, I don't know if something bad's gonna happen, historically, it all works out. Somehow, it all works out in the end. And it's so weird to think about, because, like, for me, like, I've been, like, terrified of finances for, like, the longest time, and even right now, I'm like, I gotta lock in, I gotta get stuff done, but every time I get scared about finances, it always ends up working out. It might not work out the way you want it to, it might not be ideal, but you're still gonna be here at the end of the day, and, you just gotta keep moving forward, keep trying your best, keep putting your best foot forward, and eventually it'll all, figure itself out. Because if you stress about, oh, like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, like, worrying about it is just gonna make everything worse. Like, you're just gonna be like, now the energy that you need to be spending on fixing the problem is being spent worrying about the problem. And that's pretty counterintuitive if you think about it. Because I've had that problem so much where I'm like, I need to work, like, I need to get stuff done to make sure I can, like, afford to live. And then I'm just sitting there, like, doom spiraling, like, in my bed, basically just rotting there. Ooh, we reached level 2 of the final thing. Like, I'm just sitting in my bed going, like, I need to lock in, I need to do stuff, but I'm just sitting in my bed, and then I'm, like, spiraling even more because I'm in the situation, I know it needs to be done, and I'm just not doing it because I'm so stressed, because the stress levels are so high that I'm, like, it's immobilizing. So, like, sometimes you literally just gotta ignore all the bad stuff and just do what you know needs to happen to make things better. And eventually you figure it out. And it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen usually when you want it to happen, but it happens. I don't know if this is applicable to the original question, but I think it's a good combo regardless. Because, like, life's hard, dude. Life's hard, life's long, life is weird, life is strange for the PS3. It's a constant back and forth where you never really know what's gonna happen at the end of it. And you just gotta keep going regardless. Because at the end of the day, like, it's a journey and it's a long one. And one thing I realized, like, you can look at the current moment and be scared, or you can look at the current moment and be like, all right, this is where I'm at. Where do I want to be later? It's hard to do this. Don't get me wrong. Like, a lot of people go, oh, it's so easy. All you have to do is look ahead. But you don't live in the future. You live now. You live, like, right now. So, like, that advice seems counterintuitive because you're like, well, I'm not me in 10 years. I'm me today. I'm me right now. How do I, like, keep moving forward even though, like, I want to be me later, but I'm me now. And me now is scared. And, like, that's completely okay. But, like, instead of wasting your energy being scared, wasting your energy being worried, we're on level 149. Level 150 is our record. We can get to 160 today. I believe. Look at that. 6 levels. All right, new record, 155. Like, you can genuinely do anything. You just have to have the patience for it. And I know that sucks to hear, but life is very long. It goes by quickly, but it's very long. Right now, my closest friends are my girlfriend, who I met at the beginning of the year, and somebody who I, like, knew vaguely, but not, like, that close. Like, I interacted with a decent amount, but, like, we were never super close, and now we're, like, one of the closest friends I've ever had. So, like, life is always changing. Level 161. Life is always changing, life is always evolving, and, like, the situation that you're in today and the people that you're around tomorrow might not even be in a year, like, even close. So, like, if we're saying you live 100 years on average, we'll just say, or like 80 years if we're being more realistic, just for the sake of a percentage, 1 year that's bad, that's 1% of your life. 1% of your life is that year. And the next year could be amazing. That's another percent of your life. And there's still so much more after that. Like, you see all these, like, success stories from people who are super young. I know for me, this was, like, a big source of stress. I was like, oh, I need to, like, be more successful now because, like, there are people who are more successful, like, who have been more successful younger, and I need to, like, step up to be on that same level. But it's like, who cares? I think a lot when I think about, like, the idea of success, I think a lot about Scott Cawthon. I think I've talked about this on this channel. I think a lot about Scott Cawthon because bro is old. Bro's old, and he made 50 games, and most of them, like, failed. Most of them weren't good. Most of them didn't make him much money. But then he made FNAF, and now he's loaded. Level 167. Like, things take time, and you can worry about how bad things are right now, or you can look ahead and be like, all right, I don't want this to be my life forever. I don't want to always be in this position where I'm not feeling good. How do I make the next day better? How do I make the next day after that better? And it's small steps. But, like, for me, I know over the summer, I want to make a bunch more long form videos. I want to stream more. I want to do a bunch of stuff. And I'm going to do it. And it takes time. So, I hope you guys are here for the ride. But also, like, just know that Whatever you're going through, you got this. I believe in you. Do your best. Keep her pushing. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And thank you, channel members. And I will see you guys tomorrow for more Stardew